Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics, out here again at the back of the trunk, except this time it's empty because we already took it inside. So today we're going to welcome you into my humble abode, check out this new collection that I got, and kind of see the Jacob Comics apartment. So as I've been saying, we got all the kiddos here now. There's an Andrew, Sleepy, Orion, Donovan, and Sitar giving me the L, and the new collection that we have in. And I've looked through it, but nothing's pulled out yet to show you guys. Also, have you guys noticed these things are terrible? You know how hard this was to get the comics out of a long box of comics out of one of those long box things? Has anybody ever bought these before? Like, look at this. You are not getting those books out. Oh my goodness. All right, well, like I said, on to what I've found. I think we are going to go ahead and go one long box at a time, and space this collection out for a little while, so you guys will get a new long box every week. All right, guys, or at least what I found in one of the long boxes. Because yeah, there's a bunch of books in there, and having gone through the stuff, there was some pretty cool stuff that's worthy of checking everything out. So yeah, on to the first of the long boxes. Hey guys, all right, here we are in the where I make the weekly comic book videos, and talk about the new books of the week. And I'm sorry to cut into this, video, and I promise we will get to comics and everything if you bear with me for just a little bit here. But I haven't wanted to tell this story because, and only my close personal friends and some of my followers who have now become close friends of mine know the full story. And the reason I haven't told the full story is mainly because I'm trying to protect my children's privacy, and so I told myself that I wouldn't tell this story unless it was the last resort and there was nothing else that I could do. And so that's kind of where we're at now. And so, like I said, I promise we're going to get to comics. I got a new collection in, and I totally want to show that off and talk about it, and we will get there. But if you bear with me, I promise it's very important, and it's a story that I need to tell. So we're going to start kind of at the beginning here. Many years ago, a young Jacob Comics fell in love and had 4 beautiful children with a woman who I was madly in love with, and who was a great person. And unfortunately, something went wrong after many years, and that's what forced us to kind of split. Was she started believing things that weren't true, that never happened, and I thought at the time, honestly, that she knew what was true and that it was just her way of getting rid of me, right? And as time went on, it became more apparent that there was something severely wrong with her. And unfortunately, in the beginning, when we split, she seemed like an okay person, and I told her that I would never sit across from her in court for anything. So when she filed for custody of the children way back when, I didn't try to stop her. I thought, you know, being with their mom would be best, and I thought she was a good person. And so the kids went to live with her. Unfortunately, that was not the case. She continued to get worse every year, and her delusions got to the point that I sort of noticed about 5 years ago. She said some things that were just not right, and I knew something was wrong. And it was around that time, not long after, that because of the things she was saying then, which were out of this world, our oldest son ran away to come live with me. And that would be about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago at this point. And so if you've seen him on the channel since, that would be why. He came to live with me, and you know, due to her deteriorating mental health, she was unable to kind of figure out how she could get him to come back legally, right? She just couldn't understand those kinds of things anymore, I guess, and so he stayed with me. That, you know, it never came to take him or anything, but she still had custody of him, right? And this brings us to about a year ago at this point. Things got worse at the house there, and my daughter also ran away and came to live with me. She was able to contact her oldest brother, who they went to the same school and the same middle school, and so she came home with him one day, basically, and I obviously accepted her with open arms, and I was glad that she was safe. And so then I had both her and the oldest, with the two youngest still being there. At this point, the situation was extremely bad. You know, I could show you, but it doesn't really matter. But there's 10 years plus of DHS paperwork, and them being her constantly kind of having a case open, and you know, people coming to her house, and at this point, you know, it was kind of becoming apparent that eventually I would get the other two, right? And so then, obviously, eventually that, you know, that happened, and the DHS Chinaed the youngest two children, and then gave them to me. And here's where we kind of start to get into some of the problems, is that DHS is unwilling and or can't add my daughter and my oldest son to these removal orders, which have now given me custody of my two youngest boys. So, unfortunately, I'm still paying, and have been. I've had all four for 4 months now, and I'm still paying child support, and I can't get that stopped because I don't have custody paperwork of the older two. And DHS won't or can't fix their original mistake of not removing the children 3 years ago, right? And so then, just the other day, I had the DHS lady come to my house and tell me that from their perspective, it is as though my two older children don't exist. And that's kind of where I'm like, okay, I don't know what else to do. I've been told that my only recourse at this point is to get a lawyer. Unfortunately, I can't afford a lawyer, and I can't get legal aid because 10 years ago, legal aid was used against me by their mom when she got full custody of all four of them, right? So it's what's called a conflict of interests, and they just flat out told me they will not help me. So the only thing I can do is try to raise the funds to be able to afford a lawyer to be able to fix this situation, because I can't get food stamps, I can't get any sort of government assistance, because the child support is being used against me, and I can't fix the child support. I do work. I work 2 jobs. I work very hard, and I have this third business with the comic books and stuff that I love that I've been trying to build. And so that's where we kind of are now. I have 4 kids, and I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I only actually have custody of 2 of them, and the only thing that can fix that at this point is a lawyer. The only thing that apparently can overturn what they're doing and what they're charging me every month is and like I said, I'm still paying her. The money's coming out in my check and I'm paying her, and so that's also inhibiting my ability to be able to fix this problem. And so that leads us to the point where we are. And if you're still watching here, I really appreciate, you know, listening to my story and what's kind of been going on. As I said before in other videos, my hope for this business has always been that this business could be what provides us with our way out, and with the means and ability to like buy a house and have a place for us all to live that isn't a 1-bedroom apartment, or, you know, obviously we're going to have to move to something bigger, but if you know how all this works, it's kind of like, if we do get a bigger place, then I'll kind of be apartment poor, right? Like, I'm barely making it in this 1-bedroom apartment as we speak. And so I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to get us into a bigger place, right? And that's working 2 jobs and this side business, which is crazy. So, and like I said, I tried this before, and I sold some raws. Someone very graciously came in and bought some raws, but it was only 1 person. And I'd really love it if you guys would help me sell out my mystery box. I have 200 slabs. These are all slabs that were done at this point over 2 years ago. And there's none of the new bend curvature problems, nothing like that. These are all beautiful 9/8 slabs. It is an entire mystery box of 200 slabs that I put together when all this kind of started going down. And if the community could share this video and somehow get people to watch and listen to the whole story, and I could really use the help, honestly. Honestly, as you can see, I'm not good at this. I am not like super charismatic. I'm not really good at delivering and making a good, you know, I'm just not good at this. But I would really appreciate if this could be shared, as many people see this as possible, and if we could help sell out my mystery box, that would be super amazing. They are $100 right now while supplies last. I'm throwing in 5 exclusive comics for free, 2 virgins, 3 trade dresses, which is a retail value of $105 on just the exclusive comics alone. Plus you get a 9/8 mystery box with your chance to win the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin #1 that's signed 5 times by Kevin Eastman and the whole crew that worked on The Last Ronin. That's the grand prize of the mystery box. There's a lot of other super cool mini prizes, and, you know, 2 $300 9/8 books that are dispersed throughout the 200. I'm super proud of making this mystery box, and I'd really appreciate the community's support. Oh yeah, and how can you get the mystery box? So not super simple. Unfortunately, I have tried to put these things on eBay, and eBay doesn't like them. They're $100 plus $15 shipping, so $115, and the only way to get them is through my Instagram page. I know. The links are below. Please click my Instagram page. All you have to do is make an account there, and then you can send me a message or come to one of my live shows where I'm selling the mystery boxes and tons of raws and other stuff and bundles and all kinds of cool things. I do lots of lives. Usually you'll be able to find me on at least once per day. That's the best way to. I've tried, like I said, I've tried to put them on eBay. They took them down. They don't like mystery boxes. I don't know, man. Please help me out. Come, click the links. Instagram. All right, guys. So on to the 5 long box collection. We're gonna go through the entire first long box in today's video. Appreciate you. At the 5 long box collection, and we're going to be going through one short box for today's video, or one long box I should say for today's video, and you guys will kind of, I guess, see a little bit of the process here. So I've got some top loaders just in case, you know, I find some super cool books. I remember seeing some books that were cool. And I've already pulled out a few just that I remembered where they were. And there was a couple other random things too that I thought I would show. So there's a Classified Secrets of Infestation by IDW. Not exactly sure. These cool posters. And there's a couple of them that like fold out. Not comic books, but they have like a comic book front cover. It's kind of interesting. There's an X-Men one, an Avengers 4 fold out, this older calendar. I don't know why that's still there. Then there's I found a Rip Claw 1/2. Still in the Wizard Mylar too, which is kind of neat. Jurassic Park 1. Just some of these, they're not like big keys, but they were not well bagged and boarded, basically, in older bags and boards. So, rebagged and boarded them. X-Men 237. And then, what might be the biggest book in here, I don't know, or at least like one of the bigger books in here, Spider-Woman 1. Super cool book. And then I brought out some empty short boxes. And some empty long boxes, because I'm going to replace these 2 long boxes. They've seen better days. But let's get started on this first long box here. Now, I already did pull out some stuff over here that just didn't fit. I don't know how he got all these books in here, honestly. It's the Steve Rogers Super Soldier series. Got issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doctor Strange, Strange Limited Series by Mark Waid, issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of the things I really did like about this collection is a lot of it is super complete, or just like interesting little fun keys. Like here's a Action Comics issue 1 from the New 52 with Grant Morrison on it and Rags Morales. Sword issue 1. It's a Taskmaster limited series that I'd never seen before from like the 2000s. Issue 1, 3, and 4. Was missing issue 2, unless it's somewhere else in here. And then a Taskmaster limited series 1, 2, 3, 4 on that one. And then this Stephen Colbert, if you guys ever watch Late Night. I've never seen this before either. Oni Press and Comedy Central. It's a 5-issue limited series, and they're all here. Stephen Colbert's Tech Jansen. Issue 3, issue 4, and issue 5. So we're going to carefully put those over in the new long box that these are going into. Get these out of this long box. Alright, so just gonna pull up a few, I guess, for safety. So this is a bunch of Thor. We've got Thor Vikings, Garth Ennis, issues 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How am I gonna do this carefully? Yeah. I'm gonna put them backwards that way. And then there's a Thor variant edition for issue 1, issue 4, issue 5, issue 6, issue 7, issue 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then I think it switches to 600 right here because it's like all the same writers and artists and stuff. So 600, 601, and then 602, 604. Basically just keeps going. Like these are really cool runs here. So it's Thor all the way to here. So we go all the way to issue 628. So big Thor run right there. The giant size Thor finale. Thor Ages of Thunder one shot. Thor Reign of Blood one shot. Thor Man of War one shot. A bunch of cool one shots. Thor God Size. The Trial of Thor one shot. Secret Invasion Thor 1 of 3. And they're all here, issues 1 through 3. Another Thor one shot, The Truth of History. A Thor annual. I think this might be like a key right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. Make sure these don't fall in on each other. So there's a Thor for Asgard, the Rhodey Bianchi, and they're all here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those are awesome. That's an awesome series right there. The Mighty Thor issue 1. I don't recognize that as one of the keys. From the Matt Fraction run, it says there. And here's a giant size like Thunderbolts issue 100, 128. So now we're going into Thunderbolts. We got 129, 130. It's got Deadpool there. That's cool. 131, more Deadpool. 132, 133, 134, 135, 137. So a little Thunderbolts run there. And then, kind of random, right? Transformers 6. That's not in the greatest of condition. It's there though. I'll put that in that box. And we'll seem to remember seeing, how many is there? Okay. So looks like we got from issue 16 to issue 25 of Transformers, the IDW run. That's kind of cool. Put those there as well, just kind of separating some of the stuff out. I actually just got this in like the last collection, so I find that kind of entertaining. An Ultimate Human 1, 2, 3, and 4. The whole little mini series. Ultimate Origins 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Cool little Origins mini-series there. Oh, well, there we go. After this Utopia, we got a Venom Lethal Protector. issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A bunch of keys and stuff in that. The whole full Venom Lethal Protector run. And then I remember seeing these. A Venom Funeral Pyre. Super cool little mini series with Venom and Punisher issues 1, 2, and 3. So the whole mini series for that. Those are awesome. Putting those in the other box there. This one seems to have a book on the back. Give me a second here. Oh, it's the whole mini series. They're all in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can see. We're gonna have to set this to the side and get these rebagged and boarded. But that's super cool. Venom Separation Anxiety 1 through 4. It's a cool pop-out cover too. Venom Along Came a Spider, I think. Yeah, issue 1, 2, 3, 4. So another one of these mini-series from the 90s. That's a really cool cover. Look at these covers. That's awesome. Over with the Venom. Oh, she's okay. Thank goodness for a bag and board. Yep. So Carnage Unleashed here. There's a bunch of these Venom mini-series and another complete mini-series. Super cool. Issues 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Carnage Unleashed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of another Venom. I don't know if this was a mini-series. I don't actually recognize this, but super cool. It's Sam Keith art, like a Sam Keith Venom mini-series. That is really cool. That's cool. And then just it's like a Venom one-shot or an issue 1. Very cool Venom cover. Venom Dark Origins, issue 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we got another Venom mini-series here. Anthony Medina. And Savage World of Scar. And just randomly a War Machine number 1. From the 90s. I feel like I remember seeing that one in there too. There was, like I said, there was a reason I bought this collection. I randomly saw cool books and then lots of like complete runs, and I was like, that's really cool. 11, 12. So, U.S. War Machine Max issues 1 through 12, and then 2.0. 1, 2, 3. Issue 1, 2, and 3 for 2.0. War Machine, issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. 12 issue run of War Machine. That's really cool, by Greg Pak. We've got Warriors 3, issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. If anyone's looking for that. Iron Man, Demon in Armor, What If, Wolverine Father, some What Ifs. Oh, cool. Amazing Spider-Man, Grim Hunt, Dark Reign, What If. Those are cool. Those over there. If you're wondering what's going on, it's kind of like the stuff that might be like wall books or cooler stuff to show, and then like sets and stuff like that. It's kind of the process I'm going through here. The Widowmakers are out of order, but it is issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. Full set. Max Wisdom. I'm not sure, but 1 through 6. Some cool Witchfinder. What do you call it? Hellboy. Looks like Hellboy. It's Mike Mignola. I'm assuming that that's a character like in the Hellboy universe. And I saw these two. X-23 number 1. That's a cool one. And then, yeah, Wolverine Noir number 1 and 2. Super cool. That's the good stuff. We got some Old Man Logan here too. Looks like it's starting to be 57. Oh my goodness. These Old Man Logans are definitely good stuff. And it goes to after Old Man Logan 73. The Wolverine blank. Oh, that's awesome. Wolverine and Jubilee miniseries 1, 2. Wolverine Origins. We're grabbing all that. Wolverine Origins. Wolverine. We'll just have to grab all that Wolverine right there. That's good stuff. Wolverine Hercules issue 1. Please take that too. An X-Force 1, and it looks like the second printing. I saw this in there. Like it is the second printing. It's the gold. So that's cool. I don't see that too often. I'm gonna re-bag and board that one actually. And that's super cool too. First fake domino. X-Force run, issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Big X-Force run. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Wow. The annuals. And then Uncanny X-Force. Just trying to move that whole X-Force run. And we got an Uncanny run. Starting with issue 1. And yeah, they're complete. That's really cool. To issue 15, it looks like. 14, 15, yeah. Oh man, another one. I will have to re-bag and board this also. X-Men Alpha number 1. I have not actually got one of those in a while. X-Men and Spider-Man set 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's kind of cool, actually. I think we're gonna put that over there. Just a random Uncanny X-Men issue. What is this? 331. I don't think it's a key. But I'll put it over there. X-Men Second Coming number 1. Then there was this Astonishing X-Men run. Yeah. We're going to have to pull that too. It doesn't start at 1, but looks like it goes from 22 to 39, 40, 41, 41. And we are almost through this box, guys. Let's just go ahead and grab the last little stack here. We've got Astonishing X-Men Ghost Boxes miniseries. Exogenesis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool. X-Men. X-Men Manifest Destiny. And then I think this might be our Uncanny X-Men run here. Put those there because I don't know and I need to look those up. Uncanny X-Men 500. Then this is really awesome. X-Men Noir number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Yeah, that's cool. That there. Some Secret Invasion X-Men 1, 2, 3, and 4. And X-Men The Times and Life of Lucas Bishop, Sword of Braddock, and randomly Young Allies number 1. That I think I need to look up or rebag and board. Isn't that an expensive book, guys? I don't know. Anyways, it might not be, but I'll have to look it up. That's cool. So that's the first box down. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Combine them. Rocket launcher that shoots a total. Boomers.